Emergence in Nature and Technology, the Symphony of Life and Innovation. In a quiet valley nestled between majestic mountains, a young scientist named Arya stood in awe of the natural world. Every rustling leaf, every flowing stream, every formation of migrating birds filled her with a profound sense of wonder. To her, these were not just ordinary events but manifestations of a deeper, hidden order, an intricate dance of emergent properties that governed nature and life itself. Arya had dedicated her life to understanding emergence, a phenomenon where simple components interact to create complex systems and behaviors. Her quest was not just academic. She believed that by unraveling these mysteries, humanity could unlock new frontiers in technology and reshape the future. The Dance of the Starlings. One evening, Arya observed a mesmerizing murmuration of starlings in the sky. Thousands of birds swooped and swirled in perfect harmony, forming patterns that seemed alive. It was as if an invisible conductor orchestrated their movements. Arya knew, however, that no single bird led the flock. The magic lay in their local interactions, each bird adjusting its flight based on its neighbors, following a few simple rules. This is emergence, she thought, scribbling notes in her journal. From simplicity comes complexity. Arya's fascination with the murmuration wasn't just about understanding nature, it inspired her to consider how these principles could be applied to artificial intelligence and robotics. What if machines could learn to collaborate like starlings, solving problems collectively without central control? The Hidden Forest Network. Another day, Arya ventured into an ancient forest known for its towering trees and vibrant ecosystem. While there, she met Dr. Elias, an ecologist who introduced her to the concept of the Wood Wide Web. Beneath their feet lay an underground network of fungal mycelium, connecting the roots of trees and enabling them to communicate and share resources. Trees are not solitary, Dr. Elias explained. They form a community, warning each other of threats and helping weaker members survive. Arya was captivated. Here was another example of emergent behavior, individual trees and fungi collaborating to create a resilient, self-sustaining system. This discovery sparked an idea. Could technology mimic such decentralized networks to create smarter, more adaptive infrastructures? The superorganism of ants. On another expedition, Arya observed an ant colony bustling with activity. Each ant seemed to know its role, from foraging to defending the nest, yet there was no apparent leader directing them. Through careful observation, she discovered that ants communicated using pheromones, chemical signals that guided their actions. The colony functioned as a superorganism, its collective intelligence greater than the sum of its parts. Inspired by this, Arya began designing algorithms for distributed systems. She envisioned a future where cities could function like ant colonies, dynamically adapting to the needs of their inhabitants without top-down control. Technology meets nature. Arya's research extended beyond natural systems to the world of technology. At a conference, she encountered Dr. Akash, an expert in neural networks. He explained how these systems, inspired by the human brain, relied on interconnected neurons to process information and learn from data. Each neuron is simple, Dr. Akash said, but together, they create remarkable capabilities, recognizing faces, translating languages, and even generating art. Arya saw the parallels immediately. Emergence was the bridge between nature and technology. From self-organizing traffic systems to decentralized energy grids, the future of innovation lay in harnessing the power of emergent properties. Emergence in everyday life. As Arya delved deeper, she began to see emergence everywhere. Social media platforms, for example, were emergent systems where billions of users' interactions generated trends, movements, and revolutions. Similarly, markets, ecosystems, and cities were all governed by emergent principles. One evening, as she gazed at the glowing skyline of a bustling metropolis, Arya imagined a city designed using emergent principles. Streets would flow like rivers, adapting to traffic patterns in real time. Buildings would interact with their surroundings, optimizing energy use and enhancing sustainability. The Emergence Project. Determined to bring her vision to life, Arya launched the Emergence Project, a global initiative to apply the principles of emergence to solve humanity's most pressing challenges. The first experiment was a decentralized farming system inspired by the Wood Wide Web. Farmers shared real-time data on soil health, weather, and crop yields through a network of sensors and AI tools. The system allowed communities to optimize resources, reduce waste, and improve food security. The results were astonishing. Crop yields soared, and food shortages diminished. The success of emergent agriculture inspired similar projects in healthcare, education, and urban planning. A new paradigm. Years later, Arya stood on a global stage, sharing her discoveries with an audience of world leaders and innovators. She spoke passionately about the potential of emergent systems to create a more harmonious and resilient world. Nature has been refining these systems for billions of years, she said. By learning from its wisdom, we can design technologies and societies that are not just efficient but also sustainable and adaptive. The audience erupted in applause. Arya's vision had become a movement, inspiring a new generation to embrace the power of emergence. A legacy of connection. Walking through a self-sustaining city years later, Arya